This is problem 2.10 from Francois Tardieu's Backgammon Strategic Concepts from Chapter 2, Should You Leave Your Advanced Anchor? So far in this chapter, the positions we've looked at have mostly had advanced anchors. This problem has an anchor on the 23 point, which is known as a deep anchor. Deep anchors are not as strong as advanced anchors because they don't offer us the same opportunities or protections as advanced anchors do. Our opponent can still blitz or prime us, and deep anchors don't give us strong control over our opponent's outfield. Therefore, we tend to break and run from them earlier than we do advanced anchors. We're going to come to a point in each game where we must decide whether to break our anchor or not. Although the decision on when to break an anchor is complicated, we can look at a few factors which will at least point us in the right direction. We might want to keep our anchor and not run from it if we are behind in the race. We might want to keep our anchor and not run from it if we would suffer major damage by getting hit if we do run. And if we have good timing and a flexible position, we might want to use that flexibility and timing to improve our board rather than make a risky run from our anchor. We must weigh all these factors in order to make our decision. As usual in backgammon, there will be exceptions, always. Here's the position. We're blue. We rolled a 5-2. Our home board's in the bottom right. We've established this 23-point anchor. We'll look at two of the top moves. I'll give you my quick observations on each move. We'll look at some of Tardieu's key points, as well as his expert analysis with feedback from XG. We'll look at Tardieu's summary. I'll modify the position, which raises a few questions. And then I'll share with you a playlist on YouTube by Nick Blasier, where he goes over the XG program in a comprehensive 6-video playlist. Here's the first possible move, 23-16, leaving our back anchor, our deep anchor, like this. This gives us better timing for our future rolls. Runs when we're ahead of the race, we're 16 pips ahead after the move. Gives us some control over the outfield with this checker here on the 16. And does this at a time when White's board is likely to improve in the near future, if White can get out here. Runs when White has a stronger prime. It does run when White has a stronger home board as well. We might suffer major damage if we do get hit. And this leaves two blots. The next possible move is to make our ace point like this. This is a safe play for now, which prevents White from hitting us. Lets us keep our anchor. White can still easily escape our prime here. And if he does, his board is likely to improve. And this will give White control over the outfield if he does escape one of his checkers. Move it out here. And we're making a weak point. Our ace point is behind White's anchor. We prefer to make points in front of the anchor. In general, we should consider breaking our deep anchor if we're ahead in the race. We should consider running from our anchor if the damage we'd suffer would be minor. And we should look at our flexibility and distribution of both our board and our opponent's board. If we have poor timing and an inflexible position, we might want to run now. And we should look at our opponent's board. If they have many strip points, they have poor timing or inflexible position, we might want to stay on our anchor, not give them any free gifts, give them a chance to weaken their board, or give us shots first. Here's the final two positions, the final board for each position. Take a look at the features of the position. Think of which one looks best to you, which one you would prefer. Here's the before and after of the play where we leave our anchor, moving 23, 18, 9, 6. And here's the before and after of the play where we don't break our anchor. We make the ace point instead. For this move, it's especially helpful to be aware of our strategy and the tactics we should use to achieve a win. Given that white has established this advanced anchor here on the 20 point, R5 is 20, we can no longer blitz or prime our opponent because of this anchor. So we could play a contact game, but usually we only play contact games when everything else fails. Here we still have a racing game left, so that's what we should play. We should choose roles which strengthen our racing game, like splitting. So let's see what Tardieu and XG say. Play where we make the ace point, keep our anchor. Tardieu says the best thing we can say about this move is that it leaves white a bad double 3 or 3-1, allowing us to retain the meager benefits of our 3 prime. So not many benefits that we have from this 3 prime. We're still waiting for our miracle double 5s, however, and making this play turns out to be a major blunder. The play where we leave the anchor is rated top by both XG and Tardieu. Here we're clearly losing the prime versus prime game, so we should take our chance now and play 23 to 16, like this. After this, there are several scenarios in which we can take the upper hand. If white makes the 2 point, we can immediately enter on the ace point, possibly, or white might hit us loose on the 2 point and we can hit him back, taking advantage of our strong home board. And white may fail to hit us. It may have to run a blot into the outfield here, and we'd have this checker out here that we could hit it with. Taken together, these tactical possibilities greatly outweigh passively waiting for the miracle double 5s, even though we will still lose a few more gammons by exposing 2 blots. This is still the best move. It's risky, but it's the best. So the best way to think about this problem is to determine our strategy. Here's to play a racing game, and then figure out the appropriate tactical move which supports our strategy, like splitting our back checkers. Hopefully later we'll be able to hit an exposed blot. Tardieu's summary: during a priming battle, waiting passively for a miracle roll is a losing strategy over the long term. We should stay sharp and look out for tactical opportunities, like we have here, to take the upper hand. Let's give us control of the outfield already and improve our timing by moving our 2 checkers from our 3 point to our 13 point, our midpoint, and see what happens. When we do that, XG tells us that we should not break our anchor now. I believe this tells us that we now have adequate outfield control and enough timing and flexibility to sit back and wait for white instead of breaking our anchor and running. I think I'm interpreting this correctly, but I might be missing something. Let me know if you agree or not, if you have a question or a comment. All feedback is welcome. Make sure to check out Nick Blasier's comprehensive 6-part series on how to use the Extreme Gammon program to improve your backgammon skills on his YouTube channel. The link is in the description.